Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Stacking Perpetrator here. Today's video we're going to talk about something that one of my viewers pointed out when I did my 34 Washington quarter upgrade into my main collection. It's a coin I got out of the junk bin at my LCS. But the viewers is give a shout out to Dale Stoner. He generally follows along pretty regular, and he commented on this. He comments on just about every video, but this one he caught something that I didn't catch, and it goes to prove my point that, and I'm going to pull that out. This is the one we did the swap in a few videos back, and point out it proves that just because coins are in the junk bin doesn't mean you can't find some great finds. I've showed several videos where I have found semi-key coins, key coins, better dates, things like that in the junk bin, and they do exist. But I pulled this Washington quarter out. This is the one we put in, and just by watching the video, and before I show this, I talk about why you can find this stuff in the junk bins, is because most of your coin shops, your LCSs, they do not have the manpower to go through and scrutinize every single coin that comes in their shop. They get a $1,000 bag of Washington quarters. They are not going to sit before they put them out in the junk bin for sale. They're not going to sit and scrutinize looking for every variation or whatnot, double dies. They're not going to sit and do that unless their shop, unless they may specialize in Washington quarters. Now, if they specialize in Washington quarters, then they'll know the variations to look for, and it will be a whole lot easier. But with the volume of coins, especially with the junk, so what's called the junk silver, constitutional silver, however you want to call it, the volume of it that passes through a lot of your shops, they just don't have the time to scrutinize every single coin looking for anything special. You have a $1,000 bag, your chances of finding a 32D or 32S probably not going to happen. But that doesn't mean you can't find some other stuff. So let's take a look at this. And what Dale noticed on it was, and something I wasn't aware of, but on the 34, the motto, "In God We Trust," there's 3 variations. There's the light motto, the medium motto, and a heavy motto. And what Dale caught when I showed this was, this is the light motto, and where you can just bear, everything else is pronounced, good details, but when it comes to the motto, it's like it's lately struck. Now I'm going to go back to the coin I pulled out that I originally had, and I will show you what the heavy motto looks like. This is a heavy motto. Now there is also a double die. Neither one of these are the double die obverse, but I don't know if you should be able to see the difference. This is the heavy motto, where it's nice and bold and you can see it real well, and this is the light motto, the one I put in my album. To this, bring the magnifier in again, and you can see a distinct difference. You can barely see it on the coin. I actually have to tilt it a little bit to be able to see it, but head on, the motto was just weakly struck into the coin. So this makes the light motto. These are things that, now I looked at, I have an old 2019, I think it is, red book, and it doesn't show much difference. But I did, once I saw Dale's comment, I went on PCGS to look. The light motto in your from 60 from low grade all the way up to 64, 65, it is the pricier coin. Once you hit 66, the grade 66, then the heavy motto takes over, and that's probably because of condition rarity in the 66. But then when you hit MS68, and this is going by PCGS's price guide, when you hit the MS68 part, then the medium motto is king of the mountain. And it's and the reason being is the medium motto is the only one graded by PCGS that is actually a 68. So there is no light motto 68, and there's no heavy motto 68. But seeing as this is probably, I would say it would be pushing a low AU, that makes the light motto more valuable than if this heavy motto was the same condition. Obviously this is in worse condition, but if these two coins, this one with the heavy motto, this one with the light motto, if they were the exact same condition, you know, as the light motto is right there, the light motto would be more expensive. So just something I wanted to point out. Thank you, Dale, for noticing that. I didn't know that. So now that I know there's something with this coin, even though it is in my master collection, I'm going to put it in upside down, and that's something I do to coins that have a special characteristic to it, so that when I'm going through cataloging my collection, every time I run into one that is put in reverse out, that means I need to stop and look at it closer, because I am working on a situation where I'm cataloging. I'm trying to find a way to put a clear plastic sheet that will clip in, be as wide as the page, that I can slide in a piece of paper in there, and not only for my benefit, but if something happens to me and somebody got the collection, it would give them some insight to where, well, he's got a quarter book, let's see what's in it, open it up, here's this page at the very beginning, and what I'm going to do is list out, you know, in this album, if you just like, you know, the key coins are the 32D, the 32S, and then I will be mentioning other things that, like this 34 light motto, and I don't know if I have anything else in here, but I'll explain, you know, if you go to sell these, because chances are whoever gets it, if something happens to me, will not know or will not care about the quarter collection, because all they see is how much money do I get, and they'll run down to the first Joe Schmo that offers them a few bucks, and they'll sell it. So in order to not only help me out as I get older, to potentially help them out, even though they're seeing dollar signs, to help them understand that this is not, you know, you don't sell this collection for pennies on a dollar. You know, there's key coins, there's a variation, and whatever else I go through and find and think that's worth noting. If I got the only thing I pay attention to with the Washington quarters is I'm looking for BU, better grade coins, but I also pay attention to my 63s and 64Ds. So I'm looking for the double dies, or I'm sorry, not double dies, the repunch mint marks on the 63D and the 64D. I do look for those. I have a tube that when I find those, I throw them in a tube. I have carded up a few of them, but if I just pull them and throw them in a tube, they're not worth much more than your regular one. But because they're unique, when I find them, I isolate them in a separate tube, and I have that tube marked that these are all repunch mint marks. But just something I want to give a shout out to my viewer Dale. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't see it. Glad you caught it. Caused me to research it. So now I will have another coin when I do document, when I sit down and document this album and catalog everything. I will make note of that. So let me know what you think. Do you check your quarters? Do you check your when you're at your LCS? Are you scrutinizing the junk bins, or are you just buying whatever you find? Let me know down below in the comments. Let me know what you do. I personally, I look. You can't know everything. There's nobody out there that can know everything, but coins that I do know have variations or whatever. When I'm going through the junk bin, I am looking for those. I said you can't know everything. You can't. There's probably only a handful of people that can remember every single variation on all the coins out there and all the different double dies, and unless you're specializing in whatever bin it is you're going through, it's hard to remember all this stuff. So it helps with the community, with viewers, to spot stuff that some of us don't see or not aware of. So appreciate it again, Dale. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you on the next one.